So this was basically a shock drop on the sneakers app in the UK, and so I managed to grab a pair, which I thought maybe, with those kind of things, you're never sure that you're gonna still be guaranteed to get a pair. But this is the Air Jordan 4 in military blue. So this sneaker is one sort of I've been sort of anticipating really, and really sort of looking forward to it. And it comes in the original sort of Jordan 4 type box with the black lid and the cement print at the bottom of the box. And this is the pair. And to me, I'm a big fan of this colorway. I mean, I like blue and obviously a white colorway. So looking at it first in hand, it just looks really nice in my opinion, and sort of quite happy to grab these. And what I find is like because this is a true OG release with the Nike Air on the heel tab. To me, that's a good sign, and sort of in a way completes the Jordan 4 original colorways for me. So I've got this military blue now, and also the bread colorway, which is the reimagined version anyway, and then I'll have like a cement one and a fire red version as well now. And you also get obviously the hang tag with it as well. So looking at the trainer itself, it kind of gives me the vibes of I suppose similar to the Craft 4 that released last year, and the off-white. It doesn't look too bad to me. I think when you see some of the other reviews I've sort of seen, they looked at a lot more blue with the blue tint on it, but from what I can see, it feels more grey to me, so I'm kind of more happy with that. And it's got a slight tint to it, but you can probably see in the light it's not that bad, and I actually don't mind it, so it's not like a big deal to me. And basically it does come in a off-white colour, with the military blue being obviously the blue colours, and then neutral grey being around this toe guard area. And this material feels quite synthetic really. It's not very suede like it is on other pairs where it's quite sort of brushy, and I'm guessing this is how it originally was, but it feels very much like a nubuck material on the sort of cheaper side. And the leather as well, it kind of feels very sort of with a lacquered finish on it, similar to the fire reds in my opinion. And then this also has a polyurethane midsole, and you can see that here. So it's basically got the airbag unit in the heel, and there's also one in the forefoot. And it's not like the SB, where the SB had removed the air unit in the forefoot area to make more space. And this is obviously made up of all leather materials, as you can see. So it's one of those ones where the leather quality seems to be okay. And the price is £190. So with the comfort and sizing, I think these are on the firm side in my opinion, and very much feel like a Jordan 4 at the end of the day, even though it has the more sort of SB4 shape to it. And I may sort of look at putting another video out just to kind of do a more sort of detailed comparison. But it's one of those ones where, like I say, it's a firm on foot and feels quite sort of supportive, because obviously it used to be a basketball sneaker, but I wouldn't say it's too bad. But you're not going to get too much give out of these, and I think when you break them in a bit, they kind of loosen up a bit more on the inside. And then also the airbags tend to become a bit better, and they also have like a good support around the arch in my opinion as well. So if you can sort of look here on the medial side, it does have good support, and inside as well, similar to sort of an Air Max, you have like this kind of contoured shape to the sort of arch area. And I think the wearing time for these is probably around the sort of 6 to 12 hours in my opinion. I think when you sort of look to with this leather quality, I think it will take a little bit time to break in because of the sort of this lacquered sort of finish on it. That sort of takes slightly longer to sort of wear in and feel more comfortable on foot. And I would also recommend going up half size on these. I think for me, I always have an issue here with the pinky toe area, especially on the right foot, and maybe my right foot slightly wider than my left, I don't know. But I also find the laces on here, they don't feel like you can loosen them up too much, especially on this area. So, and then that's the reason why you get the tightness. And I'm also guessing because of this flap. I haven't ever tried using it without the flap actually, which I might do to see if that makes any change. And they also have really good grip in my opinion. So you can sort of see here it's got herringbone traction on there. So for me it just works really well. And because it's a flat shoe, being a basketball shoe, it does have a lot of stability and sits low to the ground in that respect. So with the look and style, I do like the classic look of this. You know, it's very much a 1989 type trainer that's been sort of brought up to date and released as is how it was back in the day, pretty much. I guess 98% of how it was originally, which I think is really cool in my opinion. And I never owned this colorway, and it's a good one to wear in my opinion, sort of spring autumn time. The reason I sort of say spring autumn time is because of the fact that you're looking at a sneaker that is predominantly white, and I think with the nubuck material and getting creases on this, which is going to happen, you kind of want to avoid wearing these in the winter time because they'll just show a lot of black and dirt on there in my opinion. And it's a good one to wear sort of casually. These ones aren't sort of pairs to wear sort of smart. They've got a very sort of sporty basketball vibe to them, and obviously being an almost sort of like a mid-cut trainer, they work particularly well with joggers and, you know, sort of cargo pants and stuff like that, and obviously with jeans as well. And it comes with the you know, white laces, but I'm sure you could put in some nice blue ones to match, which would look nice. And I also think grey would work, and maybe even if you find like an off-white colour type lace, which is similar to the upper of the sneaker, that would work well as well. So with the pros, I like the classic military blue colorway. I'm a big fan of this. I think you know, for a trainer of this ilk, it's really nice, and you know, being in the sort of 1989 type release that hasn't come out for a while. It never came out, as far as I know, in the UK. I never saw it in the shops anyway at that time. I only ever saw the fire red, and that's the one I have the most sort of nostalgia factor with. But this is still cool and sort of right up my street in terms of being white and blue. And at the end of the day, you know, Jordan 4's timeless trainers, you can't go wrong with these. I think they're just a really cool trainer. And this one, I think, is quite similar to an SB shape. I've only just looked at it, you know, quickly, and I probably will do maybe a detail sort of look in depth into how they sort of sit next to each other. But the shape is kind of similar, but I wouldn't say the flaps and, you know, the wings are any different to a standard Jordan 4. But the shape is slightly taller, and also it's not as puffy, which I actually like. So one of my gripes with the SB is it's quite sort of puffy sneaker, and there's quite a lot of padding around the inside of it, which makes it kind of a bit more bulkier to me. And the cons are, I think, the cost. So sort of £190 I paid for these. It feels like a lot for a Jordan 4, and at the end of the day, this is like really old tech, and I'm still not sure why they're charging that much for it. And like I said earlier, I do get tightness around the pinky toe, and this one's no different, and that's the reason why I sort of went up half a size. And also the leather quality on these, I just don't think they're that great. So that's one of the things to me is, like, I think, you know, you probably want to double up on this if you're really sort of into your Jordan 4s, and especially like the OG colorways. And I feel like this one and like the fire red one are ones that are prone to sort of getting creased and ruined quite quickly. And with the ratings, I give the look and style for this a 5 out of 5 still. I just think it's a really cool looking sneaker, and just classic, and the colorway is quite classic as well. And I really love the military blacks when I wear them, and then I think this will be no different. So with the comfort, it's nothing special. Like I said, I wouldn't really be wearing these all day in my opinion, and that's one of the reasons why I think, you know, they work well, especially if you're going out and stuff. But they're a difficult one to basically recommend sort of wearing all day, and I buy these mostly because of the nostalgia factor, and I do like the way they look, and so I'm kind of happy to sort of sometimes, you know, fight against the comfort. And the quality, I only give it a 4. I think in terms of build quality, with my particular pair, I can't see any sort of issues with it really, and it looks, you know, nice, and it's just mainly the quality of the leather that's my sort of only gripe. But the shoe itself, I mean, I can't see that many sort of glue stains, especially for like a major GR. I was expecting the worst, but so far this pair isn't that bad. I haven't seen the second shoe, but this one's not too bad. And with the pricing, I'll give that a 4. Like I said, Jordan 4s in general are just priced a bit too high, and they need to be lower in my opinion. And overall, I still give the score a 5 out of 5. I think for me, it's just a classic, cool looking sneaker, and definitely one to grab if you can grab it. And I think, you know, you can't go wrong with a pair of these, especially being an OG Jordan 4.